the hidden truth behind fading leg strength, and why it's not just about age. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that your legs just don't feel like they used to. You stand from the couch, and for a moment, there's a wobble, nothing dramatic, just enough to make you pause and wonder if something's changed. You climb stairs more slowly now. Maybe you hesitate before taking a long walk. You feel tired faster, even when doing things you've done for years. And somewhere inside, you tell yourself, this is just what happens as we get older. But what if I told you that weakness in your legs, the fatigue, the instability, the loss of power, isn't necessarily the price of aging? What if I told you it's not about how many birthdays you've celebrated, but rather how well your body has been nourished, protected, and supported at the cellular level? Because here's the truth, your legs are not betraying you. They're simply crying out for help, for nutrients, for clarity, for the right kind of fuel to keep going strong. And the science is clear. This isn't about time catching up with you. It's about something much deeper, something that most people never even consider. When legs lose their spark, there's a quiet crisis happening in homes across America, and it doesn't come with alarms or flashing lights. It begins subtly, almost imperceptibly. One day, you notice that walking from the car to the grocery store feels harder than it should, or getting up from a chair takes just a little longer than it used to. These aren't dramatic changes, but they're real. And for millions of seniors, these signs are dismissed as just getting old. But let me ask you something. Is it really normal to feel weak, unsteady, and drained, just because you've lived a few more years? The answer, according to modern science, is a resounding no. Your legs are some of the strongest, most complex parts of your body. They carry you through life, literally. They're built for endurance, for resilience, for movement. So why do so many of us experience a slow, creeping sense of weakness as we age? The answer lies beneath the surface, in the microscopic world of cells, nerves, and signals that keep your muscles firing and your body moving. And the surprising truth is, it's not your age that's the problem. It's what's happening inside you. The silent breakdowns in communication between your brain and your muscles, the chronic inflammation quietly eroding your energy, and the subtle nutrient deficiencies that starve your cells of what they need to thrive. Let's break it down. The real culprits behind leg weakness. Most people assume that muscle loss and weakness are inevitable parts of growing older. But the latest research paints a different picture, one where biology, not the calendar, holds the key. Here's what scientists have discovered. Cellular undernourishment. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing and utilizing essential nutrients. Even if you're eating well, your muscles may not be getting the building blocks they need to stay strong and responsive. Think of it like pouring water into a cracked bucket. The nourishment goes in, but it leaks away before it can truly reach your muscles. Chronic inflammation. There's a hidden fire burning inside many of us. Not the red-hot pain of injury, but a low-level, smoldering kind of inflammation that simmers under the surface. This chronic inflammation interferes with muscle repair, weakens mitochondria, the tiny powerhouses inside your cells, and disrupts the signals between your brain and your legs. Over time, this invisible enemy chips away at your strength without you ever knowing it's there. Disrupted circadian rhythms. Your body runs on an internal clock, a 24-hour rhythm that governs everything from sleep to digestion to muscle recovery. But as we age, that clock can fall out of sync. Meals eaten too late, poor sleep patterns, and lack of daytime activity all throw off your natural rhythms. And when that happens, your muscles miss the critical window for repair and regeneration. These three factors, undernourished cells, systemic inflammation, and broken circadian signals, form a perfect storm. Together, they create the conditions for weakened legs, slower movement, and a loss of independence that many mistakenly believe is just part of getting older. But here's the good news. None of this is permanent, and none of it is unavoidable. The disconnect between brain and muscle. One of the most fascinating discoveries in recent neuroscience is that many seniors who feel weak still have the muscle mass to be strong. The issue isn't that their muscles have disappeared. It's that their brain has lost the ability to talk to them effectively. Your nervous system is like a command center. Every time you decide to move, to stand, to walk, to climb stairs, your brain sends an electrical signal through your spinal cord to the motor neurons that control your leg muscles. Those neurons act like messengers, delivering the instructions to contract or relax. But as we age, those motor neurons begin to degrade. Some stop working altogether. Others send weaker signals. The result? Your muscles don't receive the full command to engage. They're still there, but they're not being activated properly. It's like having a perfectly tuned engine in your car, but the ignition switch is faulty. The power is there, but it can't be turned on. And here's the kicker. This neurological disconnect can start as early as your 40s. A groundbreaking study from the University of Calgary found that adults experiencing leg weakness often had structurally healthy muscles. The real issue was a breakdown in neuromuscular signaling. The conversation between brain and muscle was breaking down. That means the solution isn't always about building more muscle. Sometimes it's about reestablishing the connection. So how do we fix that? Feeding the connection, nutrition that speaks to your muscles. The human body is remarkably resilient, especially when given the right tools. And the good news is, certain foods can actually reboot the communication lines between your brain and your muscles. 3 key nutrients play a starring role in restoring this connection. Leucine, an essential amino acid that acts like a master switch for muscle growth. Leucine activates a powerful pathway called mTOR, which tells your body to build and repair muscle tissue. Without enough leucine, your muscles can't respond effectively to exercise or protein intake. Choline, found abundantly in egg yolks. Choline is the precursor to acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter responsible for triggering muscle contractions. Low levels of choline mean weaker nerve signals and sluggish muscle response. Replenishing choline can restore that vital link. Nitric oxide precursors. Foods like beetroot are rich in nitrates that convert into nitric oxide in the body. Nitric oxide helps dilate blood vessels, improving circulation to your legs and ensuring your muscles get the oxygen and nutrients they need to function at their best. When combined strategically, especially in the morning when your body is most receptive, these nutrients can begin to rebuild the pathways between your brain and your muscles. Within hours, you can feel the difference: stronger steps, better balance, more energy. A new vision for aging: stronger, steadier, more alive. We've been conditioned to believe that losing strength is just part of the journey as we grow older. But what if we reframed aging, not as a slow decline, but as a chance to optimize, strengthen, and thrive? What if the secret to staying mobile, independent, and active for decades longer wasn't about avoiding stairs or giving up walks, but about feeding your body in ways that support every cell, every nerve, every muscle fiber? Because here's the thing, your legs are not just about movement. They're a reflection of your vitality. They're the foundation of your confidence, your freedom, and your joy. And the beautiful part? It doesn't take drastic measures to make a change. Small, consistent choices, like starting your day with a nutrient-rich breakfast, adding a short walk after meals, or choosing anti-inflammatory greens over processed snacks, can ignite a chain reaction of healing and strength. You don't have to accept weakness as your fate. You can choose to feed your body in a way that honors its intelligence, supports its resilience, and fuels its potential. Practical steps to reignite leg strength. If you're ready to reclaim your strength, here's where to begin. Start with breakfast. Eat a high-protein meal within an hour of waking, ideally including eggs, whey protein, or lean meat. This jumpstarts muscle protein synthesis and replenishes acetylcholine stores first thing in the morning. Fuel with beetroot. Drink beetroot juice or eat raw beets 90 minutes before light physical activity. This boosts nitric oxide production and improves blood flow to your legs. Move early, move often. Take a short walk, stretch, or do gentle yoga within 30 to 60 minutes of breakfast. Movement primes your muscles to absorb nutrients more efficiently. Spread protein throughout the day. Don't save all your protein for dinner. Aim for 25 to 30 grams at each meal to keep your muscles engaged and rebuilding throughout the day. Add anti-inflammatory greens. Incorporate spinach, kale, or arugula into your meals daily. These leafy greens contain polyphenol that reduce chronic inflammation and protect mitochondrial health. Listen to your body clock. Try to eat earlier in the day, aligning your meals with daylight hours. This supports your circadian rhythm and enhances nutrient absorption and muscle recovery. Final thoughts. Your legs are ready to come back online. Your legs have carried you through every chapter of your life. They've taken you to work, to school, to vacations, to family dinners, to moments both big and small. And they're still capable of carrying you forward, further, stronger, and with more energy than you might think possible. The key lies in understanding that leg weakness isn't about age. It's about nourishment, communication, timing, and the choices you make every single day. By giving your body the right tools, the right nutrients, the right timing, the right movement, you can begin to reverse the effects of years of neglect, misalignment, or misinformation. And the best part? It doesn't take months to see results. With the right approach, you can start feeling stronger in just 12 hours. Your body wants to heal. It's already designed to recover. All it needs is your commitment and the knowledge that it's never too late to regain your strength. So tomorrow morning, try this simple routine. Drink a beetroot smoothie with protein. Go for a 15-minute walk. Then enjoy a hearty breakfast rich in eggs and greens. Notice how your body responds. Notice how your steps feel lighter, steadier, more confident. Because this is the beginning of something new, a stronger, more vibrant chapter of your life. And it starts with one step. Foods that reignite your legs from within. Imagine waking up one morning and feeling like you've been recharged overnight. Not just rested, but revitalized. Your legs feel lighter, steadier, stronger, like someone flipped a switch you didn't even know was off. This isn't fantasy. It's not wishful thinking. It's science, and it starts with what you put on your plate. Your legs are more than just limbs. They're your foundation, your freedom, the reason you can walk through life with confidence, grace, and independence. But when they start to feel weak, tired, or unsteady, it can shake that confidence. Suddenly, stairs seem taller, walking feels heavier, and the joy of movement becomes a distant memory. The good news? You don't need surgery. You don't need pills. What your legs truly need, what your body is quietly begging for, is the right kind of fuel. Not just calories, but nutrients that speak directly to your muscles, your nerves, and your blood vessels. Nutrients that tell your body, we're ready to move again. Let's talk about those foods. These aren't just ingredients, they're tools. Tools that rebuild strength, restore balance, and reignite the power in your legs. All within 12 to 24 hours if used strategically. Eggs, especially the yolks, nature's brain-boosting powerhouse. If your brain were a computer, acetylcholine would be the operating system that tells your muscles to fire. Without enough of this crucial neurotransmitter, your legs might still have the muscle mass, but they won't get the signal to move. And where does your body get the raw material to make acetylcholine? From choline, a nutrient found in abundance in one simple, affordable food, eggs. But here's the catch. Most of the choline is in the yolk. So if you've been tossing them out in the name of healthy eating, it's time to stop. Because egg yolks are nature's perfect package of choline, healthy fats, and protein. Everything your nervous system needs to reconnect with your leg muscles. Just 2 whole eggs provide over 300 milligrams of choline, which your body converts into acetylcholine, the very chemical that powers muscle contractions. That means better balance, quicker reflexes, and stronger steps, especially first thing in the morning when your brain is primed for rebuilding neural connections. Think of it as rebooting your motor control system before your feet even hit the floor. And for those who follow plant-based diets, there are alternatives. Quinoa, Brussels sprouts, and soybeans also contain choline. But none match the bioavailability of egg yolks. Your body simply absorbs and uses it better from animal sources. Bonus, choline doesn't just support your legs. It also boosts cognitive clarity, memory, and focus. So when you eat eggs in the morning, you're not just feeding your muscles, you're sharpening your mind too. Protein-rich in leucine, the muscle master switch. If choline gets the message to your muscles, leucine is the switch that turns them on. Leucine is one of the 3 branched-chain amino acids, BCAAs, and it plays a starring role in muscle repair and growth. More importantly, it activates a powerful cellular pathway called mTOR, short for mammalian target of rapamycin. Think of mTOR as the command center inside every cell that decides whether it's time to grow or time to rest. When you eat protein rich in leucine, like eggs, beef, chicken, fish, or whey, you're sending a clear message to your muscles. Start rebuilding. Here's the magic number: 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine per meal. That translates to roughly 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein. For context, 3 large eggs equals 2.7 g leucine. 4 ounces grilled chicken breast equals 2.6 g leucine. 1 scoop whey isolate equals 2.53 g leucine. That's why athletes and clinicians alike turn to whey protein isolate. It's a fast-digesting, leucine-rich powerhouse that floods your bloodstream with the signals your muscles need to start repairing themselves. And here's something most people don't realize. Older adults need more leucine than younger folks. As we age, our muscles become less responsive to protein, a condition known as anabolic resistance. But leucine helps override that resistance, making it one of the most powerful tools in the fight against leg weakness. So next time you reach for breakfast, think beyond calories. Ask yourself, am I giving my body the signals it needs to stay strong? Beetroot, the natural nitric oxide booster. Now let's talk about blood flow, because no matter how much protein you eat, your muscles can't use it without proper circulation. Enter beetroot, one of nature's most potent nitrate boosters. When you eat beets, raw, juiced, or powdered, your body converts their natural nitrates into nitric oxide, NO, a molecule that dilates blood vessels, increases oxygen delivery, and supercharges performance. In fact, studies show that older adults who drink beetroot juice experience measurable improvements in leg strength and walking speed within just a few hours. Why? Because nitric oxide opens up the highways that carry oxygen and nutrients straight to your muscles, especially the fast-twitch fibers responsible for balance and agility. Here's how to use beetroot effectively. Drink 250 to 300 milliliters of beetroot juice, or eat 1 to 2 medium-sized raw beets. Do this 90 minutes before light activity, walking, stretching, yoga. Follow up with movement to maximize nitric oxide production. Pair that with a protein-rich breakfast, and you've created a powerful trifecta: improved circulation, enhanced signaling, and faster muscle recovery, all before lunch. Pro tip: if you're concerned about sugar content, combine beetroot with fiber-rich greens or a source of healthy fat to slow absorption and stabilize energy levels. Dark leafy greens, the inflammation fighters. Chronic inflammation is like a silent fire burning beneath the surface. You may not see it, but you'll definitely feel its effects: fatigue, stiffness, and a gradual loss of strength in your legs. This is where dark leafy greens come in: spinach, kale, arugula, collard greens, mustard greens. These aren't just trendy health foods. They're anti-inflammatory warriors, loaded with polyphenol, chlorophyll, magnesium, and nitrates that help cool down systemic inflammation and protect mitochondrial function. One standout compound: kaempferol, a polyphenol found in kale and mustard greens that blocks inflammatory cytokines like IL-6 and TNF-alpha. Studies show that regular consumption of kaempferol-rich foods can reduce inflammation markers within just 2 to 4 weeks, especially when combined with light exercise. Try incorporating at least 1 cup of leafy greens into your first meal of the day. Why breakfast? Because starting your day with anti-inflammatory foods sets the tone for your immune system and circadian rhythm, both of which play a key role in muscle recovery and metabolic health. To boost absorption of fat-soluble antioxidants like vitamin K and beta-carotene, add olive oil or avocado for healthy fats. Squeeze lemon juice or apple cider vinegar for digestion. Over time, you'll notice fewer aches, steadier steps, and a renewed sense of vitality, all thanks to the humble greens on your plate. Putting it all together, a morning routine for stronger legs. Let's bring this full circle with a real-world example. A simple morning routine designed to awaken your legs, reboot your brain, and restore your strength, all within a few hours. Step 1. Start with a beetroot and protein smoothie. Blend: half a cup beetroot juice or a quarter cup grated raw beet, 1 scoop whey isolate or Greek yogurt, handful of spinach, 1/2 banana for mild sweetness, pinch of cinnamon. Drink this first thing in the morning, ideally within 30 minutes of waking. Step 2. Take a 15-minute walk. Head outside or walk around your house. Movement primes your body to convert nitrates into nitric oxide, boosting circulation and muscle signaling. Step 3. Eat a breakfast rich in choline and leucine. Example: 2 to 3 scrambled eggs with yolks, side of sautéed spinach or arugula, half a cup cooked lentils or quinoa. Slice of whole grain toast with avocado. This meal delivers. Choline from eggs strengthens nerve to muscle communication. Leucine from eggs plus lentils activates muscle repair via mTOR. Polyphenol from greens reduces inflammation. Nitrates from beet smoothie plus greens enhances blood flow. Within a few days of doing this regularly, you'll begin to notice lighter, stronger steps, better balance, less fatigue, improved mental clarity. Final thoughts: your legs are waiting for the right signal. Your body is designed to heal, to adapt, to thrive, even as you age. But it needs the right signals, the right nutrients, the right timing. You don't have to accept weakness as part of getting older. You can choose to feed your body in a way that honors its intelligence, supports its resilience, and fuels its potential. Because the truth is, your legs aren't failing you. They're just waiting for the right message. And now, you know exactly what to say.